Hello YouTube, my name is Scrub and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a deck profile here on Shadowverse. So let's get right into it. So the deck that I'm going to be showing off today is widely known as Tempo Forestcraft. I really don't like to use Tempo when describing the deck because I actually think it is more of an aggro type of deck. So before we go into some games, let's see the deck list. So there is two halves of the deck. The first half is pretty much building a board presence by creating fairies, and then the second half is pretty much boosting them onto the board, giving them extra attack, and snowballing with face damage. So, for our fairy factory, we have 3 water fairy, 3 fairy circle, 3 fairy whisper, 3 Sylvan Justice, and 1 odd inclusion dark elf. A lot of players don't play dark elf, but I think it is really good with the curve, and it does. If it sticks around, it does give us more fairies. We also run 3 Nature's Guidance. This is sort of why they call it, some people call it Tempo, because you can use Nature's Guidance on Christia Tia, and you add her back to your hand, so you can use her effect over and over. I'll talk about that a little bit later. We also have 2 Blessed Fairy Dancers. Not really mandatory in the list, but I like it. It's good for when we have a board presence and we need to push damage, or we need to get rid of an annoying enemy follower. And then of course 3 Rhino Roach, pretty much a staple in every Forestcraft deck, because him along with Nature's Guidance gives you some burst potential, and in an aggro deck, burst potential is pretty good. Only problem is that he does not get through taunt, but he can also be used not on face and can be used to trade into a minion, which is pretty good. Okay, and then we have 2 Elf Knight Lisa. Lisa is here just to protect our board because people do play Angelic Barrage and other AoE, and it's just to make sure that our board can stick around for our turn 5, turn 6 Wind God / Elf Knight Cynthia. Okay, and then of course we have 3 Ancient Elf. Ancient Elf also a staple in Forestcraft because it can give you really big boards, or a really big body, excuse me, and it can also bounce other key cards back into your hand, like Fairy Dancer and Tia, so we can use their effects more than once. Also, it is a good defense card. It'll be really helpful against other aggro decks. Next, we play 3 Elven Princess Mages. She also a staple in Forestcraft because you can evolve her turn 4, get the 0-cost fairies, and then next turn you can play them because they cost 0 mana, so you can get Tia on curve and activate her ability, so you'll get 3 1/1s and 1 6/6 that can attack the turn it's played, which is very, very powerful play. Tia is probably the reason why everybody calls it Tempo, because you do get a really big tempo swing by playing her. And then to finish off the deck, we have 3 Wind Gods and 3 Elf Knight Cynthia. Those are our win condition. We flood the board and give our fairies +1, and hopefully they can't remove them, so we just get more and more damage in. And now just to talk about the tech cards a little bit, I use Angelic Barrage. 1 of them, and then 1 Execute. If you're going to play more of an aggro aggro decks, you're going to probably want to put in another barrage and cut an execution. If you're going to play against more amulet-based decks, you'll probably cut an angelic barrage for a second execution. But I like to hedge my matchups and use one of each. Okay, so I think I explained this deck pretty much to death. So let's go see how it does in actual games. So let's head over to multiplayer and play a couple. So this is probably one of the tier 1 decks that is running around ladder right now. It's pretty popular. That and another version, which is Path to Purgatory, which I might cover later on. Okay, so we're going into a game. Let's see who our first opponent is. And it seems to be another Forestcraft player.
Time for me to prove myself! The forest is angry!
Okay, so what do we want? We're going to be second to evolve, so we're going first. Meaning we won't really keep Ancient Elf. Because we want to turn 1 play it. And we got it. Okay, so like I was saying a little bit ago, usually people play Forestcraft with the aggro version or the Path to Purgatory version. It's hard to know which one is more popular right now. So we're just going to do our only play and end the turn. And now it is over to her / him. Okay, it's taking a little bit. Yeah, sometimes Shadowverse does this. We just have to wait a little bit. So the aggro version and the Path to Purgatory version really doesn't have too many differences. The difference for Path to Purgatory is that it cuts out the aggro cards like Wind God and Elf Knight Cynthia for more combo-based cards. Oh, we're waiting for a response. Must be on the cell phone and having some connection issues. Because this game is for Steam, but a lot of people play it on their phone. It was originally a mobile game. Oh, nope. Looks like he is back, and we have a game. Okay, he starts off with Fairy Circle. Once again, we're gonna do our only real play.
I'm here, everyone! Stay away! Ah!
Face, and return. Still don't know if he is just aggro or
Let's play! Hey, let's play!
Okay, we can easily trade for those.
Oh! Stay away!
Make sure to play the fairy first, so we
let's play!
Lisa
I'm here, everyone!
protects us against Angelic Barrage for a little bit, and we end our turn. Also protects us against Sylvan Justice. Another. Okay, so Alter Fate means he is Path to Purgatory. We're just going to throw down Elven Mage Princess.
The forest is
We're not
crying for
getting
help!
her evolve, which kind of sucks, but
Oh!
we just need it on.
Yeah!
We're going into Wind God next turn. So we just attack here, and we have a really powerful. If we can keep our board, we have a pretty powerful turn 5 and 6 coming up. But it depends on what he uses.
Sorry!
Okay. Not
Come on, let's play! Sorry! Hey, let's play!
Okay. We're just gonna play Wind God here.
Grant me your power, O wind!
We're going to trade into the Elf Chow Mei.
Life lasts but an instant!
Interesting. I think we do want to evolve her. So yes, we will go and...
You're done for!
You get 2
Guide me, Elder Tree! Life
And we're
lasts
not
but
going
an
to trade
instant.
into
Ow! Hey, let's play! Hey, let's play!
See, this is what I mean about it being more of an aggro deck than a tempo deck. Because turn 5 and he only has 9 health. We're doing pretty good.
May the forest be at peace.
Oh, he's going for...
I'm the Force Protector.
I think we do just...
You're done for!
The journey continues.
He trades into the Wind God, right? And that just...
This wind shall blow again!
Wait, yes, we do have lethal superpowers involved. Cynthia, and ram into it.
Cynthia reporting!
That gives us exactly.
It won't be long now! Hear me, Dryads!
1 over.
Hey, let's play!
Life's fate is that.
Life
Lost.
lasts but an instant.
So yeah, the deck worked pretty well. That's usually how
I did it! I
you want
won!
your draws to happen. You want to get your fairy creators first, and then draw into your fairy boosters. So let's do another game. Let's queue up again. Those draws were pretty fortunate. And he had a very passive hand for Path to Purgatory, which made it easier for us to do face damage. Okay, so going into the second game here, we have Havencraft. Now Havencraft
Time for me to prove myself!
Is fighting and despair all you know?
On ladder. So it's hard to tell which one you're going to. But the good thing is that most of them are pretty much have the same first couple of turns, which is just looking for amulets and playing them down. So we are second to evolve again. We'll just put back to Tia. Oh, and we're starting off with
Don't hurt me!
the really good curve. Play down Water Fairy, and end our turn. Okay, so he is playing Havencraft, which is a more aggro version of the deck. Okay, so we can either go Fairy Whisperers or Elf Girl Lisa. Either way, we're probably going to go into Ancient Elf next turn, so it's probably nice to...
May the forest be at
Because I
peace.
like Fairy Whisperers effect a lot more than
Stay away! Ah!
And they're both going to go back into my hand next turn, so having a 2/2 body really doesn't seem to benefit me all that much. So end turn.
I dwell within you.
Did play a body then, but I don't think we really care. We're just gonna go with Ancient Elf, but we want
Help me, fairies! Ah! Stay away! Ah!
I'm the Force Protector.
If we played the Elf Girl Lisa, would be able to trade into that. Probably would have been because now he's starting to accumulate a board. Arya comes down. Oh, okay. So Sylvan Justice is pretty good. And then I think we're just gonna put down the Lisa.
I'm here, everyone!
Okay, I think we're just gonna go face, because we attack into here. He can just use his Priest of the Courage card.
This
Banish it.
is fate.
Stop! Either way, in order for him to use his Priest's effect, he will have to ram this into Elven Archer. So I like face. If he doesn't have Priest, we're in a pretty good spot.
Your evil deeds end now.
Malice will never die.
You're done for.
I see your weakness.
Sorry.
Hard turn. But I think we just go to on curve Tia and ram it in. Hopefully he doesn't have another one. I could play a bunch of fairies and then wait for Elf Knight Cynthia. Which is that better? You know what? I think I actually like that a little bit better and just saving Tia.
Hey, let's play. Hey, let's play. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Hey, let's play.
I get wrecked by Angelic Barrage. I just realized that's the reason why this play could be considered bad, but yep, and he has.
Ah, they're picking on me.
That's painful.
Ah!
Yeah, we got greedy there, and we were definitely punished.
Cynthia reporting.
We're just gonna go into Cynthia.
You're done for. Hear me, Dryads! Hey, let's play!
Next turn we do have a Tia turn.
The moon drives me crazy!
Moon drives me crazy. That's pretty bad.
The real battle begins.
Oh, the moonlight drives me nuts! No! Stop! Ah! Ow!
Did go, so that does give us the
Hey, let's play! Hey, let's play!
really low health.
Yeah!
So it's not looking too good.
Away from here, intruder! You'll never get near the princess! Yeah! Crystal Blade! Oh, it's so bright!
And I think we do evolve the fairy and get it into.
This ends here!
Try and protect our.
I'm so yeah!
What in the?
Make him. If he wants to get rid of Tia, make him use an evolve.
Your evil deeds end now.
Double priest.
Let us conclude.
I see your weakness.
Going face here is better.
Shine on, Crystal! Ow!
And now he is threatening the board. We can stall out a little bit by using it. Fairy circle to get more onto board.
Hey, let's play! Hey, let's play!
But we're gonna stop against an aggro deck. Technically not lethal.
Ow!
These golden wings will end you!
Whoa, you're strong!
Yeah, I got too greedy on my turn 5. I probably just should have went with Tia. to hedge around Angelic Barrage. But I don't know, some people are greedy and they don't run it. Because they like to run more efficient cards. Okay, let's go into another match. So we are up against another
Time for me to
Havencraft
prove
player.
myself. Is fighting and despair all you know?
And this time I think we're actually going second, so we get to evolve first. We'll keep Fairy Whisper, put everything else back. And we did pick up a Water Fairy for our turn 1. Okay, looks like another Aggro Haven deck.
Don't hurt me!
We have a Fairy Lily, or a Water Fairy, so we can trade into that once it pops. The 2/2 that can't be traded is probably the worst outcome here, but luckily he didn't have it. Just going.
May the forest be at peace.
Fairy Whisper.
Stay away!
It's really fortunate that we were able to go second, because they can't of the Crudge in on turn 5 or on. They have to do it off curve. Really. Really want to use it. We do get Elven Princess Mage, which is pretty good. We're just gonna keep on flooding the board.
May the forest be at peace.
Hey! Collect me,
Fairies?
Don't really have a turn
Stay away!
to because he didn't play a creature. See, turn 4 is pretty awkward for Haven when they aren't able to evolve first. But he does have the Orisa, which is one of Havencraft's best cards. Okay, and he's gonna evolve the next turn. A lot of options we have. We could just all go face. Then evolve Ancient Elf. Or then play Ancient Elf. Evolve it. She will be an 8. She will have 8 health. I think I like, no, Elven.
Yeah!
No! Help me, fairies!
Stop! Away!
Stop! I'm the Force Protector.
We'll play her first.
Hey! Let's play!
Then we'll just evolve her.
You're done for!
We have Tias in the deck.
The journey continues.
Being 2. Yes, I did attack. Just making sure.
You're done for!
Very inefficient evolves. Oh.
Life's fate is thine.
Ah! Oh, come
That's
on!
pretty bad.
Ow!
Walked right into that. Okay, we're in a pretty bad spot. We'll just
The forest is crying for help! It won't be long now!
yeah, I forgot.
Guide me, Elder Tree!
Not playing.
life lasts but an instant. Don't hurt me!
And that's just lethal on board, so we lose.
I lost.
Okay. 3 games aren't really enough to showcase what the entire deck can do, but I have been recording for a good 25 minutes. So it's probably good to stop it here. I think I played the deck not very well. I got really greedy, and it really cost me in the aggro matchups. So if you would like to check out this deck, I will link it in the description. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It'll really help me trying to build up this channel. And until next time, thanks again.